Hey, okay, so I figured it would be easier if I did a little video for you because I didn't want to like type everything up in a huge long email. Okay, so oddly enough, I actually looked at your website earlier today or yesterday. I can't remember. It's all a big blur. Um, because you had commented on my post looking for photographers in the area that were similar to style of mine. So I kind of already had an idea about your website. And on first glance, I love it. I love your logo. I love the layout up here of your menu and the follow us tab to get in touch. Like this whole thing, I love. Um, I think it's very clean. It's easy to navigate. People can see exactly what it is that they're looking for. They've got the two, like the main things you shoot, um, galleries, blog, how to get a hold of you, all that kind of stuff. Perfect. I will say this slideshow here, it's a little, I don't want to say, I don't know, I hate to say slow because it's not super slow, but I can say like nobody's really going to sit here and look through like the slideshow. So either like maybe speed it up just a tad if you can, or I would do like maybe either one or two photos and like a collage here. I mean, this photo right here is stunning. Like you could almost even have that be just the main cover photo and be done. Um, okay, so down here, let me capture. Okay, perfect. I don't know. So one thing I will say is with the problem with having a giant photo like this on your home screen is that people typically don't scroll down if they don't think there's anything else there. So having this is helpful, but I don't know that you necessarily have to have it. It's really pretty. I would say, I mean, you can leave it there. It's not like you have to take it off, but I just like don't know that they serve a huge purpose because I feel like that nobody's scrolling down a whole lot. They're more coming and seeing here's a pretty picture, here's the information. They're going to click on one of these headers up here. Okay, so let's start with weddings. I love the layout here. I love, see, this is what I like. Like, I feel like your home page should almost look, or could, you didn't have to, could look similar to this, where instead of having like weddings here, instead of having this title, you could have use, I keep pointing my hand, you can't see my hand, use this area right here, like on your home page, and that's where you can put this like section right here. So when people come to your page, they see your menu and then like a welcome message and then the photos below. And then it kind of just keeps like a consistent look throughout your website too. I think that would be really pretty. Okay, so I love this, like the three photos, really sweet, like really like emotive. Like you can tell like the capturing the emotion, especially this middle one. I love like their expressions here. Um, okay, I think your wording is great. I don't think you're not giving too much wording. You're not giving too little. It's kind of like that perfect like Goldilocks mix in the middle. Um, so okay, I'm sorry, I'm reading. So collection starts 6 hours of coverage and go up to a full weekend with you. And this is on our Mountain Zero. Okay, collections include a second photographer, bridal session, engagement session, an online gallery, and beautiful heirloom products that you will cherish for years to come. I would love to chat with you. Collections start 2,500. So I like that you have kind of it gives them an idea of what they could possibly get without getting too specific. So that's really good. You have a starting price, which is really good. So I'm curious if someone contacts you, do you have like a welcome packet that you send them? If so, like, I mean, you can leave this here. I don't think that matters. I was thinking like, it kind of bothers me that this other details is way over here because I feel like it needs to be, it's either something I'm supposed to, oops. Okay, I don't know what just happened. Either I'm supposed to be able to like click on it or I don't know what's going on. So either get rid of that or move it to the center if it's supposed to be over here. I love that you have the contact us tab so that way people know like they're as soon as they read what they want to know, they know exactly how to get a hold of you. That's perfect. So definitely good job on that. Let's see what happens if I click on see packages and pricing. Okay, so it takes me right back to here. I like that you have the what we call social proof. So like the client testimonials at the bottom, which is really nice. Perfect. Okay, senior sessions. Again, I love the photos. So pretty. Sorry, I'm reading really quick. Okay, again, I think you have like the perfect amount of writing here. I don't think that there is um, anything like too crazy in here that's like too long. People aren't going to read it. I think that's really good. Um, the only thing, and maybe this is just a personal preference, I don't know, I kind of like having everything centered on the page. I feel like it just is more pleasing to the eye, but it's not anything. That's just my own personal like hang up. Okay, and then I like that you have your collections here so people know exactly what they're getting. Um, one thing I would say, and this is just what I have found from like writing out collections for people and stuff, is that don't say like one to two. Like you could say if you offer two locations, then you could say up to two locations, up to two locations, up to three locations. That way people know like if I'm looking at this package, I'm going, I don't really have three locations to go to, but I really like that I have unlimited outfits and I really like that I get all these other things. Then if you put up to three locations, that helps people know like that they don't have to use all three locations, but they have that option available to them. So if you change the wording on that a little bit, like that is helpful just because people know, okay, I have an option now. Like instead of me having to panic and go, oh, I have to find three locations, then they know, okay, well, I really only have two locations, but I've got like six outfits I want to bring, you know. Um, I think that might help a little bit just with that. Same thing with the outfits. You could say like up to two outfits, up to three outfits. That way people know like that they don't have to use the full amount, but they have the option if they want to. Other than that, looks good. Um, okay, I think all that looks really good. So, and again, you have the contact us, which is perfect. Love it. About gorgeous picture. Looks good. I don't see anything crazy here. I will say, oh, this made me think of it. So, one of the things that I mentioned earlier was like knowing where you're located. And I don't think it was down here. So, I would put that somewhere on your home page. Um, maybe, or even like add it. I think you have this little footer down here that's on most of your pages. Let me go back to your about page. Sorry, I keep scrolling up and down. You kind of have the same like footer here, and maybe put something either down here in this like spot down here or under like right above the testimonials or wherever you want to put it, or right up in here like where you're located. So like for example, I had mine pulled up. So on my every home or every page of my website, I have this paragraph that just kind of shows like what I specialize in and the locations that I kind of service. And I just mainly put like the ones right around me, and then that way they know like, oh, okay, well I'm in, you know, Sanger, which is near Denton, so she obviously would come to me too. Um, so that way people know kind of like where you're located. Especially with you being in Granbury, you're not necessarily like right in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and so you're a little bit further out. So if I were someone in like Rockwall and I came across your page and I was like, oh my gosh, I love her work. I want to hire her for my daughter's senior portraits. And then I start reaching out to you and realize, oh, you're all the way in Granbury. Okay, well, that might not work out because we don't want, you know. So I would just make sure people know like where you're coming from, so that that might help kind of, I don't know. I just think it's helpful. Okay, galleries. Love. Do you do a lot of headshots? I know you can't answer me right now, but I'm just curious because um, you don't mention it anywhere else on your like headers and stuff. So I'm curious if that's something you do a lot of or you want to do a lot of. Um, like it looks like these are all the same person. Oh no, there's something else. Okay. So if it's something that you want to do more of, I would say add it to your header up here as an option, like weddings, seniors, you know, headshots. Because that way, once they get to the galleries and they see, oh, well, that's kind of weird. She does headshots. You know, I don't know. It's just kind of, it threw me off a little bit because weddings and engagements go together. And obviously, the seniors, the headshots were a little bit of a standout. So I think if you want to do more of those, you should add it to your menu option. Blog. Oh, yeah. These were, I remember, okay. this is why I remember your website. This wedding, holy moly. First of all, I live like 5 minutes from this venue. It's gorgeous. This was an incredibly gorgeous wedding. Like, I loved this. I don't like, this is amazing. If you ever need a second shooter, let me know because these were so fun. Okay, sorry, that's a side note. So your blog looks good. Contact looks awesome. Obviously, easy way for them to get in touch with you. They can email you, call. I love that you have your Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest here. I don't see a whole lot, honestly, wrong with your website. Like, I think you're doing all the right things. Minus the few little tweaks that I mentioned, putting your location on there. You have your pricing on there, which is good. Your wording is not bad. Like, you've got like a perfect amount of wording, just enough to get people interested and want to contact you for more information. Really, my only like advice would be the wording of your packages, and then on your homepage, maybe moving some of this up to the top as kind of a welcome message with the image below it. But other than that, you're rocking, girl. In fact, yeah, you're doing great. I'm going to send you some information when I send you this because I have an idea in mind for something I want to work with you on. So anyway, all right. I hope you enjoyed. Have a great day.